Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to What You Say Anime. I am your host, Peter. On today's episode, we are putting on the suit and tie and entering the boardroom as we try to finagle each other into deals watching anime with our first ever edition of Anime Shark Tank. Welcome, Sharks. To go over everything, I'm going to pass it over to my homeboy, Miles. Miles, take it away.
Yeah, welcome to our first and potentially last ever edition of Anime Shark Tank. So this is inspired by the TV show Shark Tank. If you haven't seen that, entrepreneurs pitch business ideas to billionaires and try to get them to invest in their company in some way. Here, we're trying to get our friends and co-hosts to invest in our personal favorite animes. So what we'll be doing is we'll be coming up with a pitch for a show we want our co-hosts here to watch, and we'll be making deals to see if we can get them to agree to some amount of that show to be watched, the whole thing, a portion of it, whatever, any shows on the table, right? So if I came up to Pete and I was like, Pete, I really want you to watch One Piece, and Pete might say, Miles, I don't want to watch One Piece at all. But Jay might be like, I'm interested in One Piece, but you got to do something for me. How about you watch this show? And then we sort of, you know, go back and forth. Maybe I can even sweeten the pot with some of my own temptingness. Like if you agree to this, I'll also do this thing. Um, we'll sort of play it loosey goosey, see how it goes from here. So the way this is going to work, right? I think we'll have Pete make his pitch first, and then we'll listen. We'll see the general interest level from all of the four of us, Kat, Jay, Pat, and myself. And we'll go in that order, sort of, to see who can make a deal with Pete. I guess you can make more than one deal if you want to, because again, this isn't real. There's no money. Um, we can really
And
do whatever
I'm
we
out.
want. We can just turn this into Jeopardy midway through if we feel like it. But Pete, why don't you bring your pitch to us, the Guaragars of
I would love to. Good evening, Sharks, baby sharks, mama sharks, and all other sharks in between. Today, I am looking for someone to take on a show beloved by our community. I would like to not only pitch you a show, but an experience, a journey, and a possible pilgrimage. This entity has drawn comparisons to the Michael Keaton masterpiece, Beetlejuice, where uttering its name 3 times in our Discord chat causes people to come out of the woodworks and express their desire and love for the show. Now, Sharks, I know we are all familiar with Game of Thrones, an epic tale of betrayal, war, and incest. Now, what if we remove one of these and put it in the setting of the instant classic Apothecary Diaries? We are left with what's being described as the most underrated show of 2024, and that is Yatagarasu, The Raven Does Not Choose Its Master. Now, Sharks, I know none of you have seen this, and it is a show that I am currently watching. At the time of recording, the show is still currently airing. However, there is a risk that this may not end in the way that we want to. But I want to sell you a bill of goods that what we have seen so far and where it's going is craving the interaction that we all want in this sphere. Thank you for your time, Sharks, and I hope you consider watching Yatagarasu, The Raven Does Not Choose Its Master.
So I'll start off. I have to say, your initial pitch has me a little bit intrigued here. You almost lost me when I learned that it wasn't like the vibes of Beetlejuice. I was really looking forward
Me
to it.
too.
I thought I lost you when I
Um,
said there was no incest in this one.
That
I
is
thought
the
that I
second
also
part.
thought you were going to say that.
You lost me. I was kind of hoping that there would be. Just check out our domestic girlfriend episode for context. Uh, but I must say there are some plus sides to this. You invoked some of my favorite shows there with Apothecary Diaries, and I like doing seasonal. So at the end of the year when we do our awards shows, I sound less stupid than I normally do. So I'll say I'm intrigued here. Kat, what are you thinking on this pitch?
I am extremely interested because although I rated Apothecary Diaries a 9, I love the show, obviously. And knowing what I have learned through osmosis from the Discord, I'm fairly intrigued. So I'd be willing to watch it.
Pat, what are we thinking here?
So I guess I must be Mr. Wonderful because I'm drinking wine, right? Like
Yeah,
that's yeah, there we go. That's perfect. Yeah. Like Miles said, you had me at first, and then when you said a large portion of the Discord gets all hyped about it, I was kind of like, oh, that's scary because a large portion of this Discord loves Uma Musume, which I do not very much at all. So I got a little nervous, but you won me back a little bit, especially when I read the synopsis. I mean, Studio Pierrot, I believe they did Naruto, didn't they? Right? Like,
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
Bleach
they
and
did.
stuff like that.
That's interesting. I mean, that means it'll be produced well at the very least, right? And then, or it has been so far, I would assume, because it's
Yeah, I'd
doing
say
pretty
it's
well on
very
Mal.
pretty well produced.
And the historical and mythological themes are really, they're driving my capital interest toward. God, I can't speak like Kevin. I'm sorry. I do want to know though, what kind of deal are you looking for here? Are you looking for a full investment? Are you looking to sell off your company entirely? Are you trying to just have 1 or 2 episodes invested? What's your bite here?
Yeah, for sure. Sharks, I think that what this show provides to you is the capital itself, where you will have the experience of watching this along with being able to interact with our community over a show that is beloved. So what you get in return is a way to interact with some of the other people in our Discord about a show that is very well received, and I think a show that most people will enjoy. So not only will you be able to crave that interaction that people want when discussing shows, but then you will also in return get a fantastic show that people are thoroughly enjoying.
So let's hear before we'll talk about how we just dodged the question really quick.
I was about to say, show me the money. I'm out. I'm out.
But first, let's hear
This is how you
about
do
the
sales.
let's hear from the tiger shark of our
Yeah.
sharks, and let's hear from Jay.
My one question to you, Peter, is why should I watch this instead of Raven of the Inner Palace, which has an opening by Queen Bee?
That is Raven of the Inner Palace is good, but right now I'm trying to say topical, where that was a last year show. This year we would be more in the know, and then we can consume more content now and talk about it now. We're looking at no one's talking about Raven of the Inner Palace.
So just because it's new, there's other new shows I could be watching.
Absolutely you could, but it's cool to be a hipster. It's cool to be watching the shows that aren't.
It's hip to be square.
Exactly, and this show is under the radar, and you could be the cool guy knowing that you watch.
Is it that under the radar?
Oh, it absolutely.
I see like 4 people talking.
Yeah, and it is.
There are dozens of us.
Argument you're making. You're saying we should watch it to be in the zeitgeist, but it's also under the radar.
Yes, absolutely. Because then you could pull it out and be like, have you seen this show? And be like, no, I haven't seen this show. And then when people watch the show based off your recommendations, be like, wow, you have fantastic taste. This show is unlike anything I've ever seen before. Thank you, Miles, for recommending me Yatagarasu, The Raven Does Not Choose Its Master.
I mean, when you put it like that. You know what, Pete? I want to get the beginning of a deal on the board with you.
Okay.
Now, it sort of seems like you want full commitment from this. Is this 12 episodes?
It is 20, and I'm willing to negotiate.
Okay. You're willing to negotiate. See, what I would like from you is I would like you to get current on the Yuri Is My Job manga.
Wow. That is a heavy commitment.
It's a heavy commitment, but so is 20 episodes.
Do any of the other sharks have an offer?
If none of you guys have offers, he has to take us when it's the rules.
That is not the rule.
So here's what I'll say. My offer would be I will get full commitment. I will watch all 20 episodes. In return, you have to read all of Black Torch.
That is more reasonable, I believe. Can we go to...
It's a lot longer to me, is what it sounds like. It's more of your time.
Black Torch is 19 chapters.
Okay, I lied. I was shooting. I was just assuming.
And Yuri Is My Job is
like 10 volumes or
more,
something.
and it's still ongoing.
It's on hiatus. The author listened to our episode and quit.
Good.
That's even
Good.
worse. But Kat, I'm liking what I'm hearing. Is there any other of the sharks that want to make a deal?
Well, I would have to hear the turn. So, Kat, you'd be watching the entire thing.
Yes, sir.
And what's the time frame looking like on how? See, this is what I'm curious about for your deal, Kat. How long is it going to take you to watch 20 episodes? Because you didn't clarify it with Pete. Like, you could just watch an episode a year, and then for the 20-year reunion of What Do You Say Anime, we're like meeting up to discuss
Probably.
Thank you, Tiger.
I
Shark.
would wait until it's all completely out and watch in about a week.
He does do that with shows. I will give him
Yeah.
credit. He does binge them very well.
So that's what, 6 more episodes left, a third of the core or something.
I think it's
maybe
no. I
like
think it has
5?
3 episodes left. It is on
Okay.
episode 18, and there's 20 episodes.
Oh, 20 episodes. Okay, I see.
Tiger Shark or Pat, any deals would you? Otherwise,
I do have a small offer. I don't trust this long term. However, I can see the appeal. So I am willing to give you 3 episodes in exchange that you watch 3 episodes of the why is my brain blanking on the show that I'm literally staring at? That's embarrassing.
PD.
Yes,
that
Chicago.
would be incredible.
We already got here. Pete, I would like you to watch 3 episodes of Joran, the Princess of Snow and Blood.
Oh,
That is my trade because they are both historical themed. They seem to have a little bit of supernatural stuff going on, at least from my understanding of the synopsis that I was reading. Maybe not supernatural, but like there's a little fantasy, whatever. I think I would just like someone else to actually watch this show and be able to be like, yeah, it could be good, but it's not. So yeah, that's my deal. That's my offer.
I will respectfully decline that offer.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm out.
I'm out.
Okay, I figured out my deal. Pete, I will watch. How many? Okay, so it's 2 cores.
It's 20 episodes. Yes.
Okay, where did the first was it split into cores or is it continuous?
I would say it's more continuous than core.
I will watch the first 10 episodes of it, half of it. If you read the first 5 chapters of the Bugle Call,
Ooh.
the only reason I say 5 chapters is because it is in fact a monthly manga, so they are long chapters. But if you're more interested after that, there's only like 17 chapters, so it's a pretty fast read.
That's a good deal. It's 14 chapters less than Cat's deal, but Cat's deal is watching the entire thing. Jay's would be watching
Reading.
half of it. Read it. Yeah, no, you would be watching. I'd be
Remember,
reading.
You can accept
Yes.
2 deals here.
Oh, I
because none of
can?
them matters. Yeah. That's because it's not real money. No one's actually investing in a company.
Oh,
You
okay.
can do whatever you want.
Jay and Kat, you have yourself a deal. I will accept both of those offers. I will.
All
I
right.
accept mine too.
I respectfully declined your offer, Pat.
I'm
that's
out.
better.
I'm out then. I am deciding.
Respectfully declined mine.
You didn't break up with him. He broke up with you.
I'm Mr. Wonderful over here. I'm out.
And I don't
Get out
remember
of my
Miles'
face.
offer, but I don't think it was good, so I declined his offer.
Yeah, it was getting current with Yuri as much.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I will also respectfully decline your offer. Thank you,
All right,
Sharks.
it's set as planned.
Thank you,
Okay,
Sharks.
so we have 20 episodes for Kat and 10 episodes for Jay.
And I could do some
right.
manga reading.
Pete will read. Pete, what are you reading?
Black Torch, the entirety of that, and then the first 5 chapters of the Bungle Call.
The bugle call.
Okay, bugle.
The bungee call. Okay.
Yeah, okay. You will
That
play.
would be a
The-
terrifying call to listen in on.
You will play 200 hours of Destiny. And you
Oh,
will
that
like
would be
it.
fun. But
I
like
probably
sitting
have
there
close to
listening,
I probably have close to 200 hours of Destiny already logged.
sitting there listening to everyone getting laid off, that would
Yeah,
be the
true,
bungee
that-
call. That would
that
be
would-
miserable. Oh
Oh,
my
I
God.
was thinking you're listening to people bungee jumping off like a bridge or something, so you're just hearing like screaming that gets further and further away from you. And
And then at the halfway point,
Then
does
it gets
come back
louder.
up?
yeah, and then it gets louder again.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, Pete, we're gonna add a source of randomization to this. Pick a number 1 through 4.
Let's go with numero uno.
Okay, that is me. So I will be making the pitch today, or this minute we're all making the pitch today.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now, currently, as we speak. Hello, Sharks. It's an honor to be here in front of you. And I have what I understand is a pretty hefty pitch. It's a classic, but it is long, but it is something that at least two of you have on your plan to watch. I try to get there. Also, in one of our more recent episodes, some people had mentioned wanting to get shows like this, more in doing that. So I'm trying to fulfill needs that we have here, desires. I'm helping you reach your goals. You all know that one of my favorite shows is Mobile Suit Gundam: The Witch from Mercury. What you may not know is that show is almost a carbon copy of another show that I'm here to pitch today,
The Odyssey.
The Tempest by
That's
Shakespeare.
that's what I meant.
Odyssey by Iliad, like the Greek one,
Homer,
not
Homer,
By
yeah,
Homer, by Iliad.
by
Yeah.
Iliad.
Iliad.
People are screaming at their car
I know.
stereos right now.
I know. It's,
What are
That
you
was a
talking
joke, by the
about?
way. I just
Tomato,
wanted to make it
tomato.
clear.
this, of course, is Revolutionary Girl Utena.
Okay.
Now, this is a 39 episode anime. That is 3 cores. I understand that is a hefty thing. I'm willing to make deals. I'm willing to cut some stuff, though it would mean a lot to me if you guys got to at least episode 37.
That's the whole
Okay.
I think you'll see, if you enjoy classic anime and to see what has inspired things we love, that this show has inspired a lot of things. But I also think it's a very good show that holds up to this day. I'll open the floor. I understand that this is a lot to put on your plates, but I think that it's worth the cost.
So, for me personally, how worth it is it for me to watch this whole show for you?
Well, that is a question you would have to ask yourself. However, what I will say,
But you're the person pitching it.
that's true, and I'll tell you what you can gain out of this. Do you want to watch a show that you'll watch and think this show is better than Madoka Magica, and I can maybe use that against Miles in some way? Then maybe this show is for you. But also, maybe you like. Let me think. I'm trying to get in your psyche, Cat.
Does it have the desks from Madoka Magica in it?
It also has,
Exactly.
yeah. What if I just lie? Yeah, I'll pull a has and just like lie about a show that we're watching for Watch Club and like get everyone to vote for it, and it's just a completely different show.
Yeah, that's a good ass idea. I never fucking thought about doing that.
Hey,
Has
ask
never
how
did
we
that.
watched. He did our flag breaks. 100% just lied to me what it was about. Okay, Kat, we have a lot of things that I think you would like here. One, we got a cute but sort of sassy animal companion.
Mhm.
I feel like you sort of like that vibe.
I do.
Yeah, we have very, I don't know how to describe this. It's absurdist episodes in a way that I think you would enjoy. I don't want to give too much away, but there is a certain character that when the episodes revolve around them, it's almost a completely different show in a very unique way.
Agent 47.
And here is what I think the hook is. This has what I would consider maybe a top 3 episode of anime in it.
Ooh.
And it's a recap episode.
God damn.
Yeah.
that
that scares me. That scares.
And I tell you, it sounds unbelievable, yet it's the truth.
That scares me as an investor. You understand this, Miles, right?
I understand, but look, you can't. Scared money doesn't make money.
That's
Ken.
true.
Yeah.
Yes, but I'm investing my money in other places as well. Why
Yeah,
should I invest
so-
in you?
Well, one, diversifying is good. Right? You want to diversify your bonds. Is this a high risk investment? Yes. Could it pay multiple dividends? Yes. You could be 10xing, 15xing your money by watching this show.
Are we hedging Dogecoin right now? Like, what's going on?
We are. Look,
Are you pitching me a
we can-
cryptocurrency?
we're gonna short this.
Yo, are we
anime.
taking
We're
Una to the moon?
That's just Witch from Mercury. Actually,
Yeah, that's- yeah.
Okay, let me go ahead and try to close the deal for you.
Okay.
I will pledge myself to all of this show.
Holy fuck.
In return, you have to watch 6 episodes of High Speed HLA.
Oh, okay. I was
Okay.
like 6, and then the. Okay.
Now, this is a very tempting offer.
Yeah.
I want to hear from the rest of the sharks, but because I can accept more than one offer, I will also probably just accept this unless these 3 people give me other offers I want to accept and I need to cut something.
Well, I guess the point
My-
of you
my
not
offer-
accepting would be to not have to do as much while still getting someone to.
Something out of it. Yeah,
So-
that would be why I wouldn't accept. That'd be the truth. Is anyone else interested in this?
I've got an interesting deal for you.
Okay. Because
All
I
right.
actually brought a special potential deal for you as well, Jay, for this very purpose.
Ooh.
And I'm
You're not going to read Homestuck because, yeah, exactly. I knew that's what it was going to be.
is this home?
The thing you already said you were going to do. You're not going to get out of it by doing that.
Okay, that's fair.
My offer is
Worth a
to
shot.
you. So this is a 3-core show. So I think it's only fair that in return for watching all of it,
Okay.
I offer you 3 cores worth of shows.
Okay.
The first show,
Ooh.
and I need you, before you reject it, I need you to listen to every show I offer. It's going to be
Okay.
3 shows, all 1-core shows. The first show is something I ranted and raved about while it was airing, Delusional Monthly Magazine.
Okay.
The next show is another one I ranted and raved about, Ayaka.
For the bad reason, though.
What, okay,
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Red and Raven, because he was pissed.
Okay.
And then
So
the
we have a
third,
good show and a bad show, Kurt.
no, they're both bad.
Oh, they're both
then-
bad. Okay.
And then the third show is one that's currently airing that nobody's really been talking about in our circle. It's the Rick and Morty anime.
Okay. Okay. So this is
You have to have a very high intelligence to understand
Yeah,
both Utena and the Rick and Morty anime.
Pickle
to be
Rick.
fair, you have to have a oh my god. And I do have a Rick and Morty and Utena tattoo. And no, it's only for the lady.
She became
Ooh.
Pickle Utena. Look at me,
Anthony, I'm
Pickle
Pickle
Utena.
Utena.
Funniest shit I've ever seen in an anime.
Okay, so can you tell me a little bit about these shows?
So Delusional Monthly Magazine is
Yeah.
about these multicolored characters who are trying to find a lost continent of furries.
Okay.
It has one of the worst OPs I've ever heard, but like in a funny way. One of the guys morphs into Tony the Tiger pretty consistently in every episode to fight. Also, they find Nessie in an episode, but she's called something else. It's like Nussie or something. Ayaka, it's kind of like Sonic the Hedgehog is how I would describe it.
Okay.
Mostly because the characters are Sonic the Hedgehog colored and have elemental powers, including one
Okay.
who has a Devil May Cry arm.
Okay.
They're trying to stop the islands from erupting by fighting these monsters. It's basically a shitty exorcism anime. It's really bad. I gave it a 3.8 on Annie list.
Okay.
And then the Rick and Morty anime is, well, you know.
Yeah, I imagine.
I'm pretty sure they animated that I'm pretty sure they animated the Rick and Morty anime in Excel.
Yeah, something nihilism, something Rick Sanchez. Is that pretty much how it
Yeah.
goes? Okay.
Yeah, also you don't have to do this, but I would prefer if you watch the English dub of the Rick and Morty anime because it has none of the voice actors from the original.
Fun.
That just made it so much more tempting.
Originally,
Okay.
I was going to kind of have some subterfuge here with the Rick and Morty anime and pitch it later, by mentioning all the voice actors in it in the Japanese dub. But guess what? All those voice actors have also only voice acted in Rick and Morty anime projects that have already been done.
Okay.
So nothing there. That's my deal.
Okay. Holy crap, that is a deal. That is I like it. I'll have to consider it. That is you drive a harder bargain than the hammerhead shark that is Cat. You know, you really sink your teeth in me like a tiger shark. I'm running out of shark knowledge. Pat.
That's the nurse shark. That's a
What
nurse
kind of
shark.
shark am I? Oh,
What type
I
of
like
shark?
don't be scary.
He's a nurse shark.
Okay, yeah.
I eat shellfish, baby. Yeah. I scavenge the seafloor. I don't know. I want to be a mako shark, even though I'm not fast in real life. But
You could be a
they're
whale
pretty
shark.
cool.
They're cool. Whale sharks are cool as fuck.
They
Whale
are
sharks
actually really
eat
cool.
Yeah.
They eat a lot too.
lot.
That's me, like me. There we go. Okay, Miles, I have two pitches for you here. I have two options.
Two options. Okay.
I'm because I am interested in watching this. I think it would be a really cool show to finally watch and knock off my plan to watch. However, I am going to need something out of you. The first option is going to be watching a show that currently is being remade. That is also 3 cores, or going to be 3 cores very shortly.
Kenshin.
That is correct.
Okay. I have that in my notes about you.
Yeah, that I would probably put.
Yeah.
Fat
I was
So I'm
ready
gonna
for
paint
this.
you-
Yeah.
I'm
I was
gonna-
ready for this offer.
Gonna paint you into this corner. I'm glad. Well, just so that someone else is actually watching it other than Rifle. And
Okay.
I guess Sora's watching it too. So there's
this
someone
is
else here.
3 cores. 3 cores.
So 2 cores are out now, I guess technically
Okay.
the first season of the reboot, and then this is the fun arc, the best arc of the show is about to start airing in October. I'm expecting that me watching 39 episodes is going to take me a little bit longer than a month, ideally. But by the time you get to that point as well, I believe it'll be time for that next core to air. So that is your first option in my deal. Your second option in this deal, the other thing on my arm, the
Oh,
Violet Evergarden movie,
I was thinking
the
that
final
too.
movie. You have to watch it. You have to watch it, and then you have to talk to me about it for 30 minutes.
Okay.
Those are both parts of the same deal. So those are your two options. Please consider
Alright.
both of them, or you can take them both if you'd like. I'm fine with that too.
So
But
I have to say, I have to give some credit to my COO who suggested being prepared for this Violet Evergarden movie pitch. And
Mhm.
I told her, I don't think they're going to do it. I think they don't want that negative stuff. But I see you have faith in your media, and I should have trusted that more. I will consider this offer, and I will give my COO a raise.
shout out Kayla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a lot of good offers on the board. And
Yeah.
Pete,
This is a show that's been on my plan to watch. I even referenced it in our anime mailbag episode about a show that I'm missing out on. However, this is 3 cores, and it is a show I do not want to take little deals for. I don't want to watch one arc in exchange for one arc. I think just due to how many shows are going to be currently airing next season and going forward, my schedule is a little tight. And since this is a 3-core show, I am going to pass on this show, and for that reason, I am out.
I have an offer ready for you. So if I can at least,
I never say never, so let me hear it.
that's all I want to do. In my hand, I am holding a volume.
You motherfucker.
Oh my god! Well played.
If you watch Utena, I will get current with Berserk.
Holy shit!
Whoa!
Holy moly!
Wow! This is hard. Holy
This is like
shit.
reverse sharks, where like one of them offers to like buy them out of all of their
We-
deals or something.
We need to talk timelines because I do want to watch Utena and I do want you to read Berserk, but I don't want to do like a 3-month thing when I don't think I
Okay.
can finish it in 3 months.
So we're starting, of course, the 4th quarter of 2024.
Yes.
But as we
No,
know,
we're not.
you're starting
No,
the 3rd
this is
quarter.
the third.
This actually plays into it. Yeah.
We're also
Um,
not starting a
We're
quarter.
ending the 3rd quarter.
It's
September.
September.
October
Is
is the start of quarter 4.
October is the start of Q4.
Holy
Like,
fuck.
yeah, I'm sorry, buddy. That's why I was like, my business
Holy
brain was
shit.
like, no.
I forgot about November. Just as a month.
You ever wonder why like all the fall anime start in October?
Yeah.
Isn't that
It's
weird?
all coming together.
Holy
Wow.
shit. Okay. As we are a month away from starting
Q4, yes.
Q3, because
Four.
well, isn't it 3?
It's
Because
No, we're in 3.
how do business years work? What does the stupid business
We're
years
in
work?
Alright, so
quarter
fiscal years start throughout the year, depending on the company. Most of them either start at the beginning of the year or they start July 1st, which is
They're
so
wrong.
it would be either
Wrong
starting
fucking-
two, it'd be
should've-
starting Q2 or Q4,
Okay.
most likely.
Okay. Anyways,
It's September.
I am willing to give this a 6-month period of time, half a year.
Man. I'm so painfully addicted to Deadlock, where if I say I can commit to this and I can't, Miles, your offer.
Wait, I want to go in with this on Miles.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Oh, a joint deal.
I want to go in on this with Miles, and I will also get current with Berserk. And I want this to sporadically be a revival of the What Do You Say Anime Manga Club. No schedule we have to hold to. We just meet up and talk about it. You can lead the discussion, Pete.
Manga Club, no chance. That I cannot commit my time to that, unfortunately. I do like the offer of you catching up on Berserk. That does.
I'm not
my
doing it
senses.
without us meeting up to do it.
What
Jay,
if it's not
I have to
formal?
respectfully decline your offer then.
Okay.
Miles, for as much as I love your offer,
I'll do 9 months.
you son of a bitch, you got yourself a deal.
Nice.
Okay, so by June 2025, I have to watch Utna. You have to be caught
Yes.
up on Berserk.
Correct.
You son of a bitch. I'm it.
Okay. Kat, I'm going to say really quick, you have yourself a deal. Pat, I'm going to say really quick, you have yourself a deal.
Oh my god.
On which one?
Violet Evergarden movie.
Oh, okay.
I'm not surprised.
And-
I was trying to paint you in a corner by saying like, oh,
Yeah.
3 cores or 1 a movie. Like, what's easier? Let's say.
Okay, Jay, I kind of want to go for the quadfecta, but I have put a lot in my plate here.
I don't think that's fair to me that you accept these deals after the fact.
What I want to ask for yours is an extension of time similar to what I did for Pete. Could I
How
have
much?
6 months to finish these?
That's too much. That's too much time.
Too long? Okay. 1 show a month, maybe 3 months, 4. Can we do 4 months?
We can do 4 months if you watch Rick and Morty as it's airing.
It's currently airing.
Yeah, Fridays.
Okay. What episode of Rick and Morty are we on?
I think it's 4 or 5.
That's doable. Okay.
So 4 months by December 31st
Yeah.
of 2024.
Okay. I'm going to accept, even though my heart is telling me this is too much, because I just would love the idea that I convinced 4 people to watch a 39 episode anime.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do it. All of you, we have a deal. We have a completed deal.
Good job, everybody.
I love the fact that you have accepted all of theirs. Mine seems like the least commitment, and it's going to be the hardest.
Mine's literally a movie.
Yeah,
An hour and a half movie. I
got
got
some-
39 episodes out of me.
The only deal that I thought was like, ooh, this is rough, is Jay's, because it's 2 full-ass bad shows.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Fair.
It's actually, to be honest with you, it's probably 3. It's probably 3.
Yeah, probably.
2 completed, 1 ongoing ass episode.
I thought you were joking that there was a Rick and Morty anime. I was like, oh, he's just gonna
Oh,
make
no,
him watch
there-
Rick and Morty. Like, no,
there
there
is.
is. Okay.
There
Forgot
is.
about
Yeah,
that.
I don't know. I think that this, and honestly, like, I adore Utna. Utna does suffer a little bit from like early mid 90s anime syndrome sometimes, where like things will drag a bit. So I think it's fair to throw me some, garbage like High Speed Out to Lay or Delusional Monthly Magazine, or of course the Violet Evergarden movie.
I knew that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, that is great. I cannot randomly pick a number because I am looking at the numbers. So I will give Jay, the last shark that I made a deal with, the chance to pick a number 1 through 3.
I picked 2.
2. Pat, you're up.
I'm up. All right. Well, boys, we just made a deal to watch a show done by the same director that this pitch involves. Okay. I know. It's a director that I also, by his name is Kuniko Ikuhara, a director I am not a very big fan of for the most part.
Yeah, I know. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I know. It is pretty crazy. However, there is one show in particular of his that I really, really enjoyed when I watched it. I watched it airing seasonally. It has Peggy's and Kanabun on the same soundtrack, by the way. Banger music throughout. It's chaotic. It's fun. Done by Mappa. And it's only 11 episodes as well. So it's a little bit less of an investment than, let's say, I don't know, 39 episodes of a 90s anime. I don't know. What else? And there are some people who have been assigned the show as well for Secret Santa, so there's plenty of people to talk to about it other than me in this Discord that all have, to be fair, have had some very different opinions on this show. However, a lot of us have liked it from the ones that have gotten it. I, of course, am talking about Sarazanmai. I feel like this show will be a slam dunk for all of you Yuri Kuma Bear lovers out here in chat. All of these wonderful, wonderful things that happen in this show. There's so much representation. Am I saying that right? My brain is fucking working. There's so much representation of all different types of love, which I think is a really important part of this show and like the story that's trying to tell. There's kappas in it, which are hilarious. I don't know how else to sell it. The two cops are buddy cops in a way that is not very common in buddy cop ways, I guess. And it's very
not
fun.
Propaganda?
No, actually, it's very anti-establishment.
Interesting.
Okay.
It is part of the Chicago PD verse.
I'm out.
I'm in.
Yeah, you're in. You're in. Yeah, there you go.
Both rates.
Yeah. No, but yeah. So I would love to hear what counter offers you have. Please keep in mind the length of the show to 11 episodes as well. I would, especially with what I have already bought tonight, I would like to keep myself within check. But I am willing to entertain all offers that include watching shows. So
I have an offer for you.
let's hear it, Miles.
So you gave me a movie. I would like to give you a movie. This is also a movie, much to like mine was, from a classic show that you haven't finished yet. If you, for the love of fucking God, watch End of Evangelion, I will watch this show.
I was like, oh, he's going to give me a Code Geass movie, but I'm like, I haven't finished that show yet. Okay, yeah, no. Okay, if I watch End of Evangelion,
I will watch all 11 episodes of Sarazanmai.
Okay. I would love to hear the other offers, but I'm likely going to accept that.
Okay.
What is your time frame that you're thinking that you would like the show completed?
I think it's a pretty easy thing to both binge watch or just watch like one episode at a time. I don't think it really will affect your understanding or enjoyment of it. So I'm willing to be patient. I think giving to the end of this fiscal year is an acceptable time frame. I just said that as if fiscal year is actually end of this year, the calendar year. I think is more. That's 4 months. That's enough time to watch 11 episodes. I would hope.
Okay.
So I would like to see that. However, I'm open to other opportunities, especially since again I have 39 episodes of a show to watch now.
For sure. So I would like to make an offer. Another movie it's actually a movie that you got the question wrong on during our trivia gauntlet. I would like to propose I will watch Sarazanmai by the end of the fiscal year if you watch Josie the Tiger and the Fish.
Which is not the one you thought it was initially.
It was not My Sister Momoko.
Yes, it's not that
one. It's not that one.
It is the college setting romance drama.
Gotcha. Okay.
If you like Golden Time, I think you'd really enjoy this one.
That's fair. I have heard that comparison before, actually.
And you have a silent voice at a 10, so I'm just it seems to be checking your boxes, I feel like.
I do think it does check a lot of my boxes. Okay. I'm going to continue hearing
You
offers.
could watch it with your girlfriend.
I was already going to say yes because my girlfriend would love it. So
Let's go.
we're probably going to do it. But I would like to hear other offers first.
Sure.
Before I saying yes to both offers.
I'll let you go ahead, Jay.
Jay, this is right up your alley. Like, what's holding you back here? What's keeping my favorite, my tiger shark, my fellow
Tiger shark
apex
cannot
predator.
be bought with compliments.
A tiger shark is an apex predator, just like the whale shark is. That's all I'm saying.
You know what? I will watch. You want to watch some weird? You want me to watch some weird shit? I'll make you watch some weird shit if you want that. I'll watch this if you watch
What does this sound like?
I'll watch this if you watch Gushing Over Magical.
Wow. God damn!
Whoa!
Wow!
That
what
is
an
crazy.
what an offer!
Fuck is this show?
Oh, buddy.
Was this last year? This was
This is
earlier
like
this year.
Earlier this year, yeah. It's gonna be nominated
Yep.
for best romance end of the year, 100%.
Oh, this is
Spoiler,
where
it
this
will
character
not.
comes from. Okay.
My
Yeah.
friend
orange
had to
character.
call a parent. She's like a guidance counselor or something because a student was telling her how she was like watching it, and like the student was like 10.
The real
Oh, dear
Utna
God.
is in this show.
Yeah, my apologies. That's
Yeah, honestly, damn.
fucking Minnesota J is wild. These offers
Yeah.
are wild.
This is City Slicker J.
Hey, this feels like a show that there is.
Do not watch this with your girlfriend.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No.
There's like a 0.5% chance that I might suffer through this show.
All right. What if I said you watched 3 episodes?
I think that's a good trade.
I think that that's a fair trade because I can't imagine myself
I
committing
don't think
to
you.
watching this
I
full
can't
show.
imagine you either. Honestly, that was
'Cause
unrealistic.
This is a very this is ridiculous. I mean, it checks all the boxes of things I don't like, which is the problem here.
Look. How,
But let's
the
see.
second tag on Annie list is sadism. How could you
Oh.
not?
I'm very into that.
But where is masochism? Is it on there?
It is.
Okay.
It is. It's like top 10. So
Okay.
My Catholic guilt is pushing me forward, and the
Yeah, wait, now he's into it. It's the
Yeah.
Catholic guilt that drives us forward.
yeah, and the top reviewer on Mal has a Lena from '86 profile picture, so I'm in for 3
is he?
episodes.
There you go. Okay.
That's
Look
a
at
that's a
that.
red flag, Pat.
I know it is. I know it is.
This is a
So-
spicy deal. I like this because even though Jay is watching more, it'll take longer for Pat. to
Yes, it
watch.
I
will.
will definitely
Yeah,
take
it
longer for me
definitely
to
will.
watch this.
wait, what's our time frame on this? What's our time?
Okay,
frame
that's a
on
good
this?
question. We probably should have agreed on that. I only have 3 episodes, so I feel pretty comfortable that I could finish it by the end of the year as well. But I will tell you, it will be spaced out because,
Yeah,
good lord, that is going to be brutal to watch.
11 episodes for me. Yeah, I'll say end of the year.
End of the year. I think I think they're very easy to watch, and it has the OP and ED every time too. So,
Okay, end of the year works for me.
all right, deal. Kat, what have you got for me?
Well, I'm not super in it by itself. So here is my counter offer to you.
You must watch
And-
7 episodes of High Speed Ads.
No. You must watch the second season of Nambaka.
Oh,
Ooh.
oh, oh.
That's what I thought Kat was going to hit me with. I was ready for it.
I knew it, and then I switched up.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kat. I'm gonna have to decline that offer. That
Fair enough.
is
Fair
not
enough.
worth it. I've got 3 other people watching this show now. Finally, that'll talk to me about it, and 3 people who really liked this director's work. So I'm excited to hear their thoughts on it, and I think it's really pretty too. I think an underrated aspect is the show looks gorgeous too. Good job, Mappa. But yeah, all right, Kat. Unless you have a counter offer, I think I'm gonna
No,
walk
I'm-
with my 3 deals.
I'm out.
You're
Wait,
out. All right.
Okay, wait. Did Pete make a deal? What was that? Sorry.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
I will be watching Sarazanmai if he watches Josie the Tiger and the Fish.
I remember. Okay. That's great. I just didn't remember if we accepted that or not. Okay. So Pat is going to watch 3 episodes. Sorry. Doing of Gushing. And then
So we're doing 3 each, right?
I'll do the whole thing.
I'll watch.
I'm
yeah,
kidding.
yeah.
I'm kidding. No, I meant 3 each of like
Yeah,
three.
we're all
We're each gonna pitch
we're
3 shows,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
We're gonna commit. I knew this would take enough time, by the way.
You're a genius. I never doubted you. I was just confused.
I was expecting people to be out quicker. I was expecting people to be out quicker.
Miles
I'm not-
thinks that I'm smart, but I'm dumb, and so I need him to tell me 7 times so I can understand.
Yeah.
Last night you came in like still tipsy from whatever you were doing, and
I was off
like
that space juice. Yep.
we're like really aggro and then very confused about what we were doing too. And then Josie the Tiger.
I get yelly when I get confused.
Okay, Pat, give us a number between 1 and 2.
2, please.
2 is Jay. Jay, make your pitch.
Okay. So, Sharks, I'm here today to pitch a 2-core show that is personally one of my favorite shows that I've ever watched. Done by a original creator who I think all of us have at least one thing he's done that we've really enjoyed. Known for his use of extensive cast that are all well-developed characters, side characters, interweaving plots in a sort of Game of Thrones sense. Of course, I'm talking about Ryogo Narita, and the show today that I'm going to be pitching to you is Durarara, a 2-core show from 2010. This show is so good, man. I just love it a whole lot. It's got an amazing cast of characters, side characters that are actually main characters, but you don't realize it until they're like, okay, they're like taking the reins of it. It switches POV a lot, so you've really got that like Game of Thrones like feel to it where you're doing something with one set of characters and you're like, oh shit, this is happening, and then it switches over to another. It's got banger OPs for both cores of it. The EDs are also good. Voice acting is incredible. It's got Mamoru Miyano as the secondary lead, and it's personally my favorite role that he's ever done. All in all, just a star-studded cast as well as staff, in my opinion. And yeah, I know I'm realizing that I'm coming in at the end here, so like I'm working a bit from behind, so I'm willing to accept deals that are longer term here. So yeah, Miles, why don't you start us off?
Yeah, I've been interested in Durarara for like a while. I think it's something that you've pitched. It just sort of looks like something that I would find interesting. Though for content, I did accept 4 deals during my thing, so I'm a little nervous about just adding more to my plate. But you've addressed this. What I would like to say is here is part of my pitch. I would like, one of the conditions I'm going to have, and I don't think I'm going to tack anything super hard on this, but I would like this to be a show that I watch maybe at the very minimum 6 episodes on, with a kicker that if my wife also likes it, we will watch it and finish it together. But I'm running out of personal Miles room, and so I need to start bleeding things into the Miles and Kayla TV time. So
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, long term is fine too. Like
Okay.
I said,
what I come back to me. I'm working through the finer points of a deal in my head, but I'm definitely interested.
okay. Kat, what about you? I think that this has comparisons to Nambaka, by the way. I would just like to say that.
I am
out.
In a good way. In a good way. As soon as I said that, I realized that might affect the others negatively, but I was like, fuck it. I'll spin it.
I am personally interested in Durarara. The thing is that I am very good at binging shows. The downside of that is that if I am binging too many shows at one given time, I tend to burn out very quickly. So I may not end up getting to the show for about 3 to 4 months, to be fair.
Right. And I think that this is kind of a weakness of the format, if you're one of the people going later on,
yes, it becomes hard
at a severe disadvantage when people have started taking like wacky deals and stuff like that earlier. I would say that you don't necessarily look at the deals you've made as the order that you're doing them is the order you've accepted them.
That's a good
I think
point.
that there is a lot of room to potentially even randomize it if you have to. So I would just say keep an open mind and don't let what you have already taken affect your view of what I'm pitching to you. Just like Kat, you are the last person pitching. I'm not going to let what I've accepted affect what you pitch to me.
Sure.
Golden rule.
So I will have to. I can't just watch two core, and I don't want to just watch a shorter amount of the show. I want to watch the whole thing because I'm very interested in it. So because of that, I would like to pitch a show to you.
Okay.
I would like you to watch Trigun 98.
That's a lot.
That's a
isn't
lot,
it?
isn't it?
I will say probably about maybe the first 6 episodes.
It's 26 episodes.
The first 6 episodes of Trigun 98.
I can do that. Yeah, I could easily do that.
All right.
Hmm.
We have a deal.
Okay.
What's the
I have
deal?
thought of terms of a deal if we want to go back to me or what we want to.
Yeah, you go.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Jay, I was looking through your Annie list to see, and because Durara, this is a show I'm interested in, and I also want to, I kind of want to make this easy for you. What I would like, and you can decide what you want to do here, but I will watch a 1-to-1. Starting off, if I like it, I'm obviously going to finish the show, but I will guarantee a 1-to-1 episode basis for the amount of episodes you continue watching Mobile Suit Gundam for.
Okay. That's something I
So-
was planning on finishing anyway.
Yeah,
I can
I'm
do
like,
that.
I'm not trying to be a hard bargainer here. So, you give me that number and that'll be my minimum Durara. And if that's all 24, it's all 24.
All 24, brother. I'm planning on
Okay.
watching Mobile Suit Gundam anyway. You have yourself a deal.
Sounds good.
So, Jay, while you may have a slight disadvantage of being towards the end, you did a good job at picking a show that is good. And this is a show that has been on my radar. And I would like to offer a deal. Is your Annie list up to date in terms of like your plan to watch?
Yes.
I just have to ask, you do have Valkyrie Drive Mermaid on your plan to watch. Is that show still available for you to watch?
See, I've been really strongly trying to push us to watch that for Watch Club. So I would, I'd rather not. But like, if I got to bite the bullet in order to convince people to watch it for Watch Club, as well as get a deal here, I'll do it. Fuck it, we ball.
Okay. I do like saving Valkyrie Drive Mermaid for Watch Club. I think 5 dudes talking about that show would be very good content. So I'm going to counter offer my own offer. If you watch 2 shows that I thoroughly enjoy, and one I even gave my anime of the year to, I will accept the deal of watching the entirety of Durarara. And that was watching Pluto and Ya Boy Kongming.
Are these both one core shows? I know Pluto is 8-hour long episodes.
Yeah,
isn't it?
so
that's fine. It's cinema.
Yeah,
like I understand.
it's probably a little bit more than
it
2
is very cinema.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's
the
fine.
hands are up.
Yes.
That's perfectly fine.
Okay.
Actually.
That
Yes,
that
I
is
would
my
do that.
offer.
Pluto and your boy Kongming. I'll do it. Okay, deal.
And
would
if we
you
can have the
believe that he
caveat
gave
of me being able to
Boy
finish
Kong?
Durarara by the same thing with Pat by June of next year.
Yeah.
All
you got you watch all the seasonals and stuff already, so your shit's pretty full all the time.
Perfect.
And Pat, you're the last person that I have to bargain with.
Yeah, I know. It's weird because like Durara has a great OP, right? And it's a show that I see like a lot of just casual watchers talk about, but it's never really caught my eye as something I'm like super, super interested in. So I would be willing to give it a try. I think similar to Miles, I believe he made like I might want to watch it with my girlfriend and see if she is interested in continuing. And if she is, then I will continue with her. Won't have a choice. And then, but if not, I would like the option to buy myself out at that point. So, in exchange for those 3 episodes, I would like to, plus the potential continuation, I would like you to do the same thing with Joran, Princess of Snow and Blood. However, that will have a after 2 episode buyout for you, where you can, if you and Simone both do not like it, then or aren't interested in continuing, you will be allowed to stop after the 2 episodes. That is my offer.
I like that buyout clause.
Okay. I am willing to accept that, but I want to add another clause to it, to
Okay.
the buyout clause.
My notes are gonna go fucking crazy here. Okay.
If you buy out of Durarara, you have to watch Redline, which is a movie.
The movie?
Ooh.
Okay. Oh,
Yes.
okay. Okay, I think that's fair because I am giving only 3 episodes out of the original 24 asked. So I'll do that. I'll watch Redline. Yeah, and then I won't be giving it for Secret Santa one year.
Hey.
That's if you buy out, which I assume you probably
Right,
will,
which-
because it's quicker. But you know,
It might be. It might. Oh well. Again, if my girlfriend and I really like it though. Again, I've never like seen it and been like, oh, I have to watch it. But I've also never been like, that show looks like shit. You know, like it
Yeah.
looks very like middle of the road to me. So
Mhm.
we'll see what happens. I do like that the character, the biker, their origin story from what I read. That seems
oh
pretty
yeah,
cool.
she's fantastic. Celty, she's godlike.
Okay, 3 episode buyout. We'll watch the movie Redline.
If the buyout
If-
is exercised.
The buyout is exercised. Okay. And then Jay, you were watching what in God's Green Earth is the name of the show?
Joran, the Princess of Snow and Blood. It's actually it's very pretty. It's a cool show.
I watched like an episode of this when it first released, actually.
2
And you were
episodes
probably
in.
just like, yeah, this is fine.
It was kind of boring.
Yeah,
That's
it was.
what I'll say.
It
But it
started
was pretty though. It was very pretty though. I will say that.
Okay. And so that brings us, oh my gosh.
Very excited. Miles is very excited to be.
I
Poor
am.
old man.
This brings us to our last contestant, rotating out as the shark. We have Kat. Kat, what have you brought to us today?
Of course. Hello, sharks. I've brought to you admittedly, 2-core anime, but one that is a remake of a 1969 classic. I've brought to you Dororo. It has one of the greatest OPs of the first core that I've ever seen, a great classic story of Japanese folklore, and some of the best fight scenes and animation of 2019. It is one of the few shows that came out on Amazon's anime initiative that was actually well received. That, and I think Made in Abyss when it first came out. So this show is amazing. It's got a great adventure and action story going along with it.
Okay. I am interested in this quite a bit. This is a show that has been on my radar for a long time. Kat, I will watch okay, so this is 2 core, you said?
This is 2 cores, it's 24 episodes.
Okay. I am willing to watch 1 core of this.
Okay.
If you watch the movie, another classic, if you watch the movie Vampire Hunter D, Bloodlust.
Vampire Hunter D, Bloodlust.
Yes. It is a very good movie. You can watch it all for free on YouTube in high quality. You don't have to have watched the Vampire Hunter D movie at all to follow it, really. It's pretty self-explanatory. He's Alucard from not Final Fantasy, from Castlevania, hunting vampires.
So he's my granddad.
Yeah.
I think that's fairly reasonable.
Okay.
So have we accepted?
Yes. I'll accept that.
Okay.
So this show involves a samurai.
It does. It
An
involves
orphan.
a samurai and an orphan. I will say a discarded samurai that's trying to regain his honor in a very literal way.
That sounds very familiar to me. Sounds exactly like a certain story that I very much like. That I think you have read some of the manga for, if I remember correctly, or have at least watched some of the OG stuff. But yeah,
Mhm.
I'm gonna give you Kenshin, 2 core for 2 core, first season,
Mm.
straight up, no clauses, no nothing. This is just bread. This is money right here, right in front of you. Do you want it, Cat? I've got it right here, buddy. It's gonna be this very similar stories too, from what I've read so far about Dororo. Banger OPs as well for both of them.
So here's what I'll say. The timeline for this,
Mhm.
because Kenshin, I've heard a lot about Kenshin. I have a lot of friends that love Kenshin. You are obviously one of them. Let's see. The timeline, will you give me until March of next year?
I was gonna say the end of March next year. Yes, I will give it to you. That's the end of quarter 1 next year. Sounds good to
All
me.
right. Yeah, that sounds good.
As long as the deal goes both ways as well. That gives me some time to watch this as well.
Of course. Yeah, I'll do that.
Deal. All right. Firm handy.
Yes.
Firm handy.
Firm.
You heard it from Pat. Cat. So Dororo, I've seen it pass through me a lot, and I've never really had the urge to pick it up. However, I am willing to try it. I'm going through your Mal. Is your Mal updated? Have you seen Pluto?
I don't think I've seen Pluto.
Okay.
You would know if you had seen Pluto.
Yeah. Okay.
Same.
I'm willing to watch the first 3 episodes of Dororo if you watch the first episode of Pluto.
Hmm.
Because Dororo is a
Counter.
show that is I've seen it, but I've like it's been there for a while and I've never picked it up, and I think my body's telling me there's a reason why I haven't. So
Mhm.
I don't want to commit to something fully, but I am willing to dip my toes in the water.
Ooh. I'll. Hmm. I will say I'll watch the first 3 episodes if you watch the first 6.
What's a
Is
better ratio for you?
is
Pete?
there
That is.
an arc in or the Dororo anime has arcs in it?
The first arc is probably the first. Well, it's mostly just a full arc.
So
The first.
Mio and the Orphans arc ends in episode 6. So that's the end of an arc. I will accept that offer. I'll watch 6 episodes if you do. You only have to do 2 for Pluto because they're hour-long episodes.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Unless you want to watch 3, I'm not going to stop you, but I think 2 would be the fair trade-off.
I'll watch 2 episodes.
Okay.
2 is the
I appreciate you.
mandatory. 3 would be profit.
3 would be profit, but I'm a man of integrity and honor.
You know what Pete says? It's not about the money. That's what Pete always
That's a
says.
lie. It is
Yeah.
all about the money.
I meant in a good way. Like if he ends up wanting to watch 3, that means you're winning.
Yes,
you're
100%.
succeeding in your business deal here. So
in the
your
words
business venture.
in the words of Mr. Krabs, the money is always right. So
Yeah.
Yeah, Kat, I accept your offer. I will watch 6 episodes.
All right.
2 episodes of Pluto. Okay. That brings it to me.
Yes, it does.
I'm fading fast.
I can tell.
Yeah, we're rough here. So you had talked about how your anime list is only like kind of correct, right?
65% is
65%.
correct.
It's like Sex Panther.
Yeah.
60% of the time, every time.
Yeah, works every
Yeah.
time. Okay.
Yeah.
So have you finished core 1 of Witch for Mercury?
Yes.
Did you watch core 2?
I am like halfway through core 2.
In that case, if you watch, I'm gonna do 12 episodes for a 12 episode show here. If you're
Okay.
okay with that, maybe with a potential kicker, we can discuss.
Okay.
But I'll watch 12 episodes of Dororo if you watch the acclaimed anime Birdie Wing season 1.
Venus line.
Hmm.
That's a hell of a deal, Kat.
It is. That's a good deal in my opinion. That's a fun enough show that you could just turn it on and laugh.
Now, here's a question.
Okay.
I'm most likely going to be watching most of these shows at work.
Yes.
Is this show okay for me to watch?
It's
Is it
not
safe for me?
horny. You can watch it at work. I am mostly sure about that. There might be like 1 or 2 sus scenes, but like I would say 99% of the show.
You're not gonna want to watch it at work because you're gonna cheer.
Yeah, like you'll like it, I don't know how to describe it, but
There's a point where a woman's arm blows up
yeah,
Mid golf swing
mid golf
golf
swing.
swing.
because
It
she
is-
hits the
yeah,
ball, the like
so hard.
2-ounce golf ball that
Someone spends what can only be described as an amount of money that could cure world hunger on making a rogue-like golf course.
Yeah.
those
Miles?
do exist, by the way. Apparently, they
Oh my
Miles.
god.
Understand
Yes.
that the only reason why I'm going to accept this
Okay.
is because Jay said a lady's arm blows up mid-swing.
That
Yeah.
happens.
Yes.
And like
it does.
honestly, that's not even the craziest thing that happens in the show.
not
Are
even
we talking
close.
about like actually blows up, or are we talking about
It
like
explodes.
medic?
So it is
It
a
explodes. No,
cyborg
no, it's not
arm
that.
and it
You-
explodes.
Okay, yeah, I'll watch the show.
Okay. We have a deal then.
We
We
have
have a lot of deals. Miles, why don't you send these to Trent and put them up on the editor screen so that way you don't have to read through them, Mr. Sleepy Eepy Boy.
Yes, I will. I have written them down.
We can post them in like our Discord if people want as well. Sick
That
plug,
also.
Pete.
Yeah.
Thanks, Pete.
Holy-
Yeah, so post it on screen for all us fantastic visual watchers, and then all those lame ass visual listen. Wait, no, that's wrong. Audio listeners. Almost said visual listeners.
It's a podcast. You can listen to it non-visually.
No, nah, not
For
real.
all of our listeners with synesthesia, we would like to. Okay.
Obviously, I'm kidding, but yeah, no. Anyways,
yeah.
yeah, this bit sucks. All right, continue. Go ahead, Pete. How would you like to close it out?
No, I think that wraps it up. I think we made some wheeling and dealing today. I'm actually surprised how many deals we did make. I thought a lot more people would reject them, but that's the beauty of when you guys bring good shows to the table. We want to watch good stuff, so I think it worked out great for everybody. Love to know what everybody thinks about the deals that we made. What deal would you would have made? The who? Let us know in like the comments or the Discord or anything like that. Links to that will be in the description below. But I'll say thank you. If you want to support us, the best way to do so is to like, comment, subscribe, leave a review on whatever platform you're watching or listening to us on. Next week, we are finally diving into the first look into next season. So we'll be talking a lot of sequels and then big shows like Dawn to Dawn and the show that I'm looking forward to the most, the 365 Days to the Wedding. So shows like that we will be talking about. Otherwise, and in Watch Club, we're doing more in the pocket. So if you like Gundam, come for Watch Club. Otherwise, I want to say thanks to the Sharks. Thank you guys for joining. Miles, thanks for the idea. I'm going to keep talking so you get more and more sick and you can't leave.
Thanks.
I'm just kidding. Thanks everyone, and we'll talk to you later. Peace.
Bye-bye.
So yeah.
Bye.